Good morning, coaster fans. It is That Coaster Dude back with another video for you here today. Right behind me there is California's Great America, located just north of San Jose, California. I am visiting here today for the very first time ever, so I'm really excited to get in the park. Let's go ride some roller coasters. Located in Santa Clara, California, California's Great America is a 112-acre amusement park that opened in 1976 and is currently operated by Cedar Fair. It features over 40 rides and attractions, including 9 roller coasters. Now, one of the reasons that I really wanted to get here to Great America as soon as I could is because just about a year ago in 2022, they actually announced that they're going to be closing the park in 11 years. So in 2033, when their current land lease expires, they actually sold the land here to a private developer. It's not often that you see brand new parks either be created or old parks get torn down, especially one that's as historic as this one. So I really wanted to get up here to check it out. I know 11 years sounds like a long time, but who knows what's going to change in those 11 years. So if you have a chance, make sure you get to this park in the next decade or so before it closes forever. All right, first ride of the day is going to be Gold Striker behind me there, which is a 2013 GCI wooden coaster, and I am really excited. I've heard some good things about this coaster. Let's check it out.
Welcome back, prospectors. Please remain seated until the mine cart has come to a full and complete stop. Then unbuckle your seatbelt.
All right, rapid reaction. I just got off of Gold Striker, and that is a really solid wooden roller coaster. It's a little rough, but nothing too crazy. I sat in the front row, so I did get a couple of good pops of airtime, but I want to try it in the back row later to see if it's even better. The one thing it really has going for it is some really great laterals. In the second half of the ride, there's a twisted double up, which is one of the highlights of the ride. I mean, it throws you right, left with airtime. It's crazy. But overall, again, a great ride. But I am now making my way over to Star Tower, which is their observation tower here. I haven't ridden one of these at any of the parks I've been to so far, so I'm hoping to get some really good footage from up top here.
We also request that you do not put your feet on the handrails or windows during the ride. As we take off to breathtaking heights, sit back and enjoy a bird's eye view of Northern California's best choice for family fun and adventure. Since the Star Tower opened in 1979, it has elevated thousands of guests to an aerial view of the park and the Santa Clara Valley, traveling at a rate of about 6 feet per second. At 200 feet, the Star Tower is the tallest observation tower in Northern California and the second highest point in the park. The multicolored drop tower is the tallest at 224 feet.
All right, I just got off of the observation tower, so now I'm going to be riding Patriot as my second roller coaster of the day. Patriot here was built in 1991 by B&M, originally opened as a stand-up coaster, but was converted to a floorless roller coaster in 2017. Let's go give it a ride.
Welcome back.
All right, rapid reaction for Patriot. I had a really good time on this ride. It's not super tall or intense, so I think this would be a great ride for kids or people that don't do a lot of roller coasters that are looking for their first ride that goes upside down. For me, you know, they have a lot of clones of these in other parks, so it's nothing unique or super exciting, but it is really smooth and just a fun ride. Pretty good for the lineup here, I would say. Well, good news for anybody that has to deal with screaming children at the park. They got a Starbucks for you. For real though, I might have to get one later. For our third roller coaster of the day, I'm making my way now into RailBlazer, which is an RMC single rail Raptor model built in 2018. You guys know I love RMC, so let's go give this thing a ride. Alright, if you guys have watched my other videos, you're probably going to get tired of me singing RMC's praises, but RailBlazer is absolutely nuts. I got the back seat, and there was epic airtime on that first drop. Crazy airtime throughout the whole ride, probably some of the most strong airtime I have ever felt on a roller coaster, rivaling Twisted Colossus. It's pretty smooth. There's a little bit of a rattle at the end, so it's not perfect, but the inversions are great, and this has some of the best pacing on a roller coaster that you will ever find. Wow, wow, wow. I gotta ride this again. All right, y'all know me by now. I do not do soaking water rides like White Waterfalls here, but I'll get some footage for anybody that does like them. I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning to catch my flight to San Francisco, so I am feeling a bit hungry. I think it's time to grab some lunch. As a chicken sandwich connoisseur, I think Maggie Brown's here is gonna be the choice for lunch. So I ended up getting a chicken platter, which comes with a chicken sandwich, mashed potatoes, and a cornbread muffin. It was almost $21. It's a little bit on the pricey side, but nothing outrageous. But let's give it a taste test now. All right, first up we got the chicken sandwich. Pretty good. I give it like a 7 out of 10. All right, next item is the mashed potatoes, which are really good. I'm gonna give the potatoes an 8 out of 10. And finally, we got our cornbread muffin. I love cornbread, so let's see. Yeah, that's a good cornbread muffin. I'm gonna give that an 8 out of 10 as well. Now that my belly is nice and full, it is time for roller coaster number 4, which is the Demon. Now, for the average person, it might not be a great idea to go on a roller coaster that goes upside down 4 times right after you eat lunch, but for that coaster dude, it's a great idea.
All clear, please enjoy the ride and have the best day in California, Great America. You guys are going up and not once, not twice, but 4 times on the Woodstock Coaster Park. Be careful, stop, we'll go forward, it's like don't pull another ride.
right, just got off my ride of Demon. It is the oldest operating roller coaster in the park, built by Aerodynamics back in 1976. Now, we know that all old aerodynamic coasters are super janky. You've heard me say it before. But as far as this one goes, it's actually not that bad. The inversions themselves are really smooth. It's just the transitions that are bad. Overall, though, it's a fun ride and a good part of their lineup, I would say. Lydia and I are big supporters of the bees. We love the bees. Too bad you guys can't smell through the phone because these flowers smell absolutely incredible. I am making my way through this mossy tunnel on the way to the next roller coaster. This is kind of cool. If it was really sunny out, this would be a nice place to chill out.
Final warning, please run away. I will stop the ride.
All right, roller coaster number 5 is going to be the Grizzly here, a roller coaster built by Curtis Summers back in 1986. Let's ride. All right, rapid reaction for the Grizzly. This ride gets a lot of hate in the coaster community, and I see why. It's a very simple layout and frankly a pretty boring ride, but it's still fun. I had a good time. I got a front row ride, which is always good. So if you come to the park, I would definitely ride it. This is definitely pretty mild though, so maybe a good, small step-up coaster for one of your kids. Or if you're not into huge coasters, this would be a really good one for you. All right, roller coaster number 6 is going to be Psycho Mouse, which is an Aerodynamics Wild Mouse coaster built in 2001. Let's go ride. All right, so the line for Psycho Mouse ended up being an hour and a half, which is totally not worth it for this ride. They have Wild Mouse coasters all over the country that are pretty much exactly the same as this one, but I got the credit, and that's all that matters. Advice though, if you are coming to the park and you really want to do this, I would probably come earlier in the day so you don't end up waiting in a really long line like I did. Normally I would just skip right past Planet Snoopy, but there is a family coaster buried back in here somewhere that I want to ride. So let's see if I can find it. All right, here it is. This is Woodstock Express, an Intamin family coaster built in 1987. This will be roller coaster number 7 for me today. Just got off of Woodstock Express, and that is a very unique family ride. I definitely appreciate that. But it should come with a bit of a disclaimer. If you are coming here to try to ride it with your kids, this ride is made for small people. I watched probably half of the adults that were trying to ride get kicked off because they couldn't fit. If you're any taller than probably 5'10", your legs aren't gonna fit. And I'm not a big guy, but I could barely strap the seatbelt over my stomach when I sucked it in a little bit. So just keep that in mind. Some of you think I'm crazy for all the roller coasters that I ride, but I say the crazy people are the ones here at the water park when it's 68 degrees and cloudy out. No, thank you. Our final roller coaster of the day, number 8, is gonna be Flight Deck here, a B&M inverted coaster built in 1993. Let's ride it. All right, just got off of Flight Deck, and that is a really great mid-range B&M inverted coaster. It's not super tall, and it's got a pretty short layout, but it is a custom layout, so it gets points for that. The zero G roll is really whippy, probably my favorite part of the ride, and the ending is really cool with the helix over the water. So overall, a really great ride. Not my favorite B&M, but not my least favorite either. A definite must ride and one of the highlights of the park here. Well, it's just past 6:30 p.m. now. The park is open until 10 o'clock tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna stay all the way till closing, but now that I've done all the roller coasters once, I'm gonna go back to my favorite ones and try to get a second ride in. I just got off my second ride of Gold Striker, and yes, to confirm my question this morning, I did get a ride further to the back, and the airtime was way more epic. So do a front row ride for the views, and a back road ride for the epic airtime. I'm realizing now that I filmed this drop tower earlier today, but I never actually rode it. So we gotta change that. Some drop towers say they're complete free fall, but not really. This one is actually a true free fall. That is a crazy ride. Wow, took me by surprise. I didn't expect it to be that fun, but that's a really good drop tower. All right, I think I'm gonna hop on Eagle's Flight here really quick. Try to get some dusk photos and videos of the park from up high. So I did end up getting a second ride on all 6 of the major roller coasters, and I rode RailBlazer 4 times because I love that ride so much. Overall, it's been a really great but long day here at California's Great America. As for an update on the count, we are now sitting at 10 parks visited and 37 total roller coaster credits. After this final clip here, I will put my new updated roller coaster rankings. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching another video. I appreciate it a lot. If you haven't done it already, make sure you do subscribe to That Coaster Dude on YouTube. Also go ahead and follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm all over the place. Have a great night, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. For now,